Hello there, folks. DJ Burgstarre here, back with another tip of the day. So today I want to talk about the new scale function in Ableton Live's clip editor and how easy it is to make melodies and even lead lines with this new scale function. Let me show you what I mean. So what I've put together here is a real simple track with a chord progression in E minor and some drums. Let's listen to this. Alright, great. Now I want to try and find a melody for that. So instead of picking around on my piano and trying to find a melody myself, I'm going to go ahead and use the clip editor. So I'm going to double click here and bring up a new clip, and I've already turned the scale on, but normally you would come in and turn this scale function on and then select your scale that you want to be in. I'm in E minor, so I've selected E minor, and they have all the scales here for you to choose from. So I've chosen E minor, and I've also turned on my little Audition headphones here so I can hear this. Okay, there it is. Great. Now, let's just play this while I'm messing around with these Audition notes. So you can see how I can almost not go wrong by just clicking on any of these notes because they're all in the right key here. So no matter what note I click on, it seems to be right. Let's just put together sort of the simplest melody we can do right now. We'll just kind of go up and down the scale here. So let's just add some notes. We'll go up and down scale. We'll go down here. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. All right, we're off to a good start. It's a little boring so far, but we're doing okay. So why don't we increase the length of this to, let's say, 4 bars, and we'll duplicate that so we can modify some of the notes down here and change the melody as it goes. So what I'm going to do is highlight all of these. Whoops, I got to make sure I'm all the way over. And then Command D for duplicate. Okay, great. So now we have the same thing going here. And what we'll do is we'll change some of these notes around while it's playing and see if we can't come up with a better melody. All right. well, there you have it. So we're just throwing this together quickly, and I know it's not quite what I wanted, but you can see how simple it is just to start messing around and adding notes, because no matter what note you add, it's not going to be in the wrong key. And so what you can do after you've got something kind of started is you can spend a little more time and really pick out the notes that are a little more perfect to what you were looking for. But we're off to a great start here, and it only took a minute or so. And that can be a real quick way to start thinking about your melody and how you want it to go. And I have the grid now set to 16th notes, so you could change this if you wanted notes to be held out longer, or of course you could always use the actual editor and move them over by hand to maybe have the notes different lengths. And of course you can spend a couple hours on all of the things you can do here with this clip for velocities and different sort of tension and all sorts of things these days. But just with the scale function we're talking about here, you can do quite a bit. Now, I know all these notes are in the scale. If you turn this off, you can actually see all the notes, even the ones that aren't in your scale. So sometimes you want to add a note or two in your melody that actually is not in that scale but still works for the melody you want and the certain tension or the feeling you want from your song or melody. So you're not just stuck with those notes. So let's turn that back on. So this is a quick way of getting some great ideas. Now, I actually use this now instead of some of the third-party plugins I used to use to try and come up with some cool melodies, because basically they were doing the same thing with the scale that you could choose, and they might have thrown in an arpeggiator and some other things, but Ableton has all that as well. So just sticking with Ableton's clip editor here, I can come up with some really awesome melodies if I just take a little time to do it, because this scale function is just so cool and so easy to use and so helpful. So hopefully this helps you if you didn't know about that, and thanks for watching again, and hope to see you on the next video. DJ Burgstarre out.